Hi folks, I'm here on set and I thought it's the election tomorrow and I would like to do a little prediction. Now this is going to be very different from any of the predictions that you'd have heard, but before I was an actor and very much an archaeologist as well, I've stood for political office and I've been to so many counts, so many elections and so on and so on. So I've built up this knowledge since the late 1980s. So my prediction is this, that there will be no candidates elected for reform. There will be a wipeout of the Green Party. Looking that on my own back garden, Plaid Cymru will be reduced down to 2 seats. So if we look at those 2 seats, Plaid Cymru has run a very, I believe, negative campaign. It's a pro-immigration ticket, which people haven't wanted to hear in Wales because of the problems that we've got with housing and lots of second homes from people over the border and so on. So that hasn't gone down well. So Plaid Cymru on 2 seats. The SNP ain't going to do massively badly. They're going to be down to 30 seats. And basically the SNP become lost. But with John Sweeney's election, it seems to have spurred a little bit more of their prowess. So we're going to go with 30 seats for the SNP. Then, and reason why we're going to go with no seats for reform, well, it's quite simple. Nothing to do with all the very recent sort of racist stuff or whatever. That's sort of always been there. But no matter what vote the Reform Party gets, if you look at UKIP, if you look at the Brexit Party and so on, if you look at the other sort of embodiments of the Reform Party, if you look back at the days of the SDP, even when the SDP Liberal Alliance was going at between the 20s and the 30s in the poll, their number of seats didn't really increase in Parliament. So I'm going to go with a 0 for a Reform Party. George Galloway's party, the Workers' Party, we've seen nothing about that this election, and it's been backdropped, and I believe they're going to be wiped out as well. The Green Party is going to be wiped out as well. With good old Lucas gone, even though the Green Party have been doing great local campaigns like the Liberal Democrats, I believe that we're going to see a wipeout for the Green Party. And then we're on to the Liberal Democrats. Ed Davies done a really positive, weird campaign. I think a little bit that's going to be rewarded, but I think it's going to be around in the 27 bracket. A little bit of an increase there, just under 10 seats from the last Parliament and up to 27 seats. They'll probably pick up a few through by-elections and so on over this next term. And then that comes the big one. Now, we've got the Speaker of the House, so we've got to put him in there, a current Labour Party member, and that's not going to change. So what we've got there, this is the big one. I believe that Labour's going to be on 372 seats. It's not going to be a super majority. There's members of the Labour Party, and we're looking at prominent members of the Labour Party actually predicting that it's not going to be a super majority, right? Peter Hain has said that himself, and 272. It's going to be very big, but it's not going to be a super majority, and the Conservatives are going to be on 200. So basically, think of Jeremy Corbyn in 2019, around that type of vote, number of seats, 200 for Conservative Party. So this is the 3rd of July, and let's see if that prediction is right or wrong. If it's wrong, I would like to hear your predictions. I don't want you to sort of attack me. I just want to hear your reasoning behind your predictions, and I would like to see your predictions, and whether you feel I'm right or whether you feel I'm completely wrong. I'm not going to get into this sort of, let's replace the Conservatives and all the rest of it, let's wipe them out. I'm thinking practically. I've seen so many elections, and I'm not coming from a pro-Conservative angle, a pro-Labour angle, and obviously not a pro-Reform angle. So I'm really totally unbiased here. So let's just see what you think, and please follow. Thank you.